March. Our trust, the break afforded you the opportunity to reconnect with your families, engage with your constituents, and legislative activities. Honorable colleagues, our legislative engagement before the break featured many significant milestones. Notably, this Honorable House passed the tax reform bills aimed at improving revenue generation, simplifying compliance, and encouraging investments. These investments achievements to the Constitution in a swift response to the political unrest in Rivers State. Following the President's transmission of the proclamation of a state of emergency, the House acted in accordance with Section 305 of the 1999 Constitution as amended to endorse the measure. Subsequently, we inaugurated a 21-member ad hoc committee led by the leader of the House to exercise oversight of the caretaker administration and safeguard democratic accountability in the state. That committee has since commenced its engagements with stakeholders on the ground. In addition to these accomplishments, I'm happy to mention a significant event during our recess, the first Speaker's New Media Exchange, an aim to enhance digital influencers and online leaders. Just yesterday, I opened the first legislative conference on renewable energy in Lagos, attended by members of parliament from Africa, subnational governments, and industry experts. I emphasized Nigeria's urgent need to shift from fossil fuels to renewable energy. I also outlined key federal government efforts under President Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the legislative initiative from the 10th Apodis transition. As we engage in these attacks on innocent citizens, we acknowledge the need for renewed investment in security intelligence, surveillance technology, and interagency coordination. On behalf of the House, I extend heartfelt condolences to the bereaved families and urge our security agencies to not only bring the perpetrators to justice, front the international and ending fuel subsidies, measures that reflect growing fiscal discipline. However, it also calls for sustained efforts to curb inflation and bolster external reserves. As a legislative body, we shall ensure our appropriation and oversight processes reinforce these macroeconomic objectives. Environmental factors, environmental forecasts indicate that over 30 in anticipation and provide oversight work of the House Committee on the Review of the Constitution. This committee has been diligently engaging stakeholders and the Nigerian people. Key among these is the public policy dialogue scheduled for 12 May in Abuja. In June, we shall host a citizens engagement and media roundtable in Abuja, and zonal media scheduled for the 1st to 4th July will provide further platforms for engagements and transparency. In continuation of our efforts to strengthen public communication, leadership, to speak directly to Nigerians about our legislative priorities, performance, and aspirations, while receiving direct feedback from the citizens we serve. I call on all honorable members to participate fully in these activities. Critical platforms for evaluating our work, refining our agenda, and projecting our collective vision. I equally urge the Committee on Legislative Agenda and the Committee on Monitoring and Evaluation of Standing and Other Committees to closely collaborate with the Office of the Speaker to ensure smooth planning, execution, and documentation of all anniversary activities. In conclusion, honorable colleagues, I want to take a moment to express my heartfelt gratitude for your steadfast loyalty and support. As we prepare to mark our second anniversary, I encourage you to continue as we have begun and recommit ourselves to national service and legislative excellence. Thank you, and may the Almighty continue to bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much. The leader of the minority, you are welcome. Today we will test. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We will test whether or not what the opposition has been saying is true from their heart or not. I want to make an announcement which I will expect the leader of the opposition to respond immediately. But before then, I want to read a communication from Mr. President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The message is on the 2025 statutory budget proposal for the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. His message reads as follows. Pursuant to Section 299 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999 as amended, which vests legislative powers over the Federal Capital Territory, FCT Abuja, on the National Assembly, I hereby present the 2025 FCT budget proposal to the House of Representatives for consideration. The 2025 FCT budget proposal priorities prioritize investment in healthcare services, job creation, youth empowerment, social welfare services, education, infrastructure, as well as increasing productivity in agriculture. Our objective is to lift as many of our citizens out of poverty as we can. The House of Representatives is invited to note that on the basis of revenue forecast for the FCT, a total expenditure of 1,783,823,708,392 naira is proposed for the year 2025. As such, 85% of the capital expenditure is dedicated to the completion of ongoing projects, while 15% is for new capital projects, so as to sustain ongoing efforts at providing basic infrastructure and social amenities in the FCT. I hereby forward the 2025 FCT statutory budget proposal and trust that it to receive the expeditious consideration and passage by the House of Representatives. Please accept, Right Honorable Speaker, the assurances of my highest regards. Yours sincerely, signed, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Honorable colleagues, my first announcement is on the constitution of a conference committee on tax reform bills, of which I'm sure you are aware, Senate will take a final position within the week. So this is the composition of the members that will be representing the House in any reconciliation that may arise from the resolutions of the Senate. We have Right Honorable James Abiodun Faleke, who will chair the conference committee from the House. We have Right Honorable Ahmed Idris Wase, Honorable Sada Soli, Honorable Fred Abedi, Honorable Iduma Igariwe, Honorable Ado Dogwa, Honorable Nicholas Mutu, Honorable Mukhtar Ali Betera, and Honorable Jimmy Benson as members. Yes.
Mr. Speaker, honorable members, Yusuf Dagdi is my name. I come under a matter of privilege, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we are a transparent House. I don't think it will be ideal for a chairman that superintends over the conversation on the tax bill to equally superintend under the harmonization and conference committee with the Senate of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. It's my kind observation, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much. Why we have to do that, there is no better person in the House who knows the position of the House, close by close, on what we have agreed. It is for him to go and defend the position of the House. Carry, Mr. Speaker, carry. Thank you for the understanding.
Is it the outcome majority is before we don't know the decision? There's no conference.
Anticipation, it's okay. Now, to the opposition. For the very first time this year, we are receiving good news from some members of the PDP. And I can see my good friend looking at me intently, and I'm sure he's very interested. It will be a day of jubilation for him. I received a letter from Honorable Chief Mark Obeta, the member representing Isuka, Igbo Ize South Federal Constituency of Enugu State. And he has a letter with the subject matter, notification of change of political party affiliation. I hope the minority leader is listening. His message reads as follows: I write to formally notify you and the esteemed leadership of the 10th House of Representatives of my decision to change my political party affiliation from the Labour Party to the People's Democratic Party, effective immediately. This became necessary due to the leadership division in the Labour Party. I was compelled. Order, please. Order, please. Order, please. This became necessary due to the leadership division in the Labour Party. I was compelled to make the decision after careful consideration of my political ideals, the interests of my constituents, and my commitment to the democratic principles which guides our legislative responsibilities. I deeply appreciate the opportunities afforded to me by my former party and look forward to continuing my service to the nation under this new affiliation. Please accept the assurances of my highest regards. Signed, Honorable Chidi M. Obeta. Honorable Chidi, please can you rise for recognition? Honorable colleagues, this is our newest member of PDP caucus of the House of Representatives. Another announcement is coming over this. It's coming from Honorable Dennis Nnamdi Abo, member representing Igbo Ize North Udeni Federal Constituency of Enugu State. His message reads as follows. Notification of resignation from Labour Party and return. I don't know how he carved it to return to People's Democratic Party, whether he was in PDP before Labour and then back to PDP. His message reads as follows. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, it is common knowledge that the war of attrition between contending factions for the soul of Labour Party has defied solution. The two factions rely on the same court judgment to lay claim on their control of the party. And so the hope of the Supreme Court judgment bringing a lasting solution to the division in the party has again been dashed. A third faction, the Apapa group, has recently reappeared, laying claim to the control of Labour Party. On the other hand, the performance of the governor of Enugu State, His Excellency Dr. Peter Ndubisi Mba, since inauguration, has been nothing short of monumental and outstanding. This much was fully acknowledged by the President of the Federal Republic in a recent visit to our state, and indeed by investors, tourists, development partners, citizens, compatriots, and all well-meaning persons from across the world. I have so far enjoyed the privilege and opportunity of supporting and contributing my own efforts across party lines to this commitment to moving Enugu State forward. Mr. Speaker, in deference to the popular wish of the highly enterprising people of Igbo Ize, North and Udeni Federal Constituency, the lingering crisis and intractable division in the Labour Party, and in recognition of the same superlative performance of the governor of Enugu State, I wish to inform you of my decision to resign my membership of the Labour Party and return to the People's Democratic Party. Signed, Right Honorable Sir Dennis Nnamdi Abo, FCA. Honorable Dennis, please can you rise for recognition? Opposition. I know each time we announce defections, we always rise from constitutional provisions to defect. So what would you say today? We're listening to you. Mr. Speaker, my colleagues, I believe the Speaker has another announcement. Let me allow the Speaker to complete all his announcements. Thank you, Mr. Leader. See you being escorted by your leader, the leader of the opposition. Is he not happy? That is good to hear. Go ahead and make your observation while they are coming for a handshake. What is that? In due course. In due course. you can wait a little until I finish the announcements, and then you can take them together. Honorable colleagues, I have another announcement. Order, please. Order, coming from Honorable Right Honorable Barrister Victor Owokolo. Honorable colleagues, I have an information or an announcement coming from Right Honorable Barrister Victor Owokolo. The subject matter of his announcement is resignation of my membership from the People's Democratic Party. And the message reads as follows. This is to formally notify you of my resignation from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress APC. My resignation is as a result of the unresolved disputes at the national headquarters as well as the South-South zone of the party. This takes immediate effect from Wednesday, 30th April 2025. Please accept the assurances of my sincere regards. Signed, Right Honorable Barrister Victor Owokolo. I also have another announcement this time around. I'm sure Honorable Victor is Honorable Victor around? He's not on the floor. Okay. I have another announcement coming from Honorable Julius G. Pondi. The subject matter of this announcement is notification of defection from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress APC. And his message reads as follows. I write to formally notify the Honorable House of my decision to resign my membership of the People's Democratic Party PDP and to henceforth align myself with the All Progressive Congress APC. This decision has become imperative following the unresolved and deepening division within the PDP's leadership structure, both at the national and zonal levels. The party's internal crisis has not only weakened its cohesion, but has also severely hampered its capacity to effectively represent the interests and aspirations of my constituents in Burutu Federal Constituency. After extensive consultation with my constituents, supporters, political associates, and key stakeholders, I have concluded that continued membership in the PDP no longer serves the best interests of the people I represent. Consequently, I have decided to join the All Progressive Congress APC, a platform I believe offers a more stable and progressive environment to continue my legislative duties. I wish to assure you, Mr. Speaker, and the honorable members of this House of my continued commitment to the legislative mandate entrusted to me by the good people of Burutu Federal Constituency. Kindly accept the assurances of my highest regards. Yours faithfully, signed, Right Honorable Pondi Julius Babojo, member representing Burutu Federal Constituency of Delta State. Is Honorable Pondi on the floor? Please, can you stand up for recognition? Honorable colleagues, our newest member of APC from PDP. Congratulations. Again, honorable colleagues, I have another announcement. This time coming from Honorable Thomas Erietoni. The subject matter of the announcement is notice of defection from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress, APC. His message reads as follows: I hereby formally bring to your notice my defection from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress. After due consultation with leaders, stakeholders, and people of my constituency. This action is predicated upon the lingering division and factionalization bedeviling the People's Democratic Party, which sponsored my election into the House of Representatives, and its inability to provide appropriate leadership, particularly at the national level. This communication, sir, is made pursuant to Section 40 and Section 68 of Section 1G of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. For your information, guidance, and records, please. Please accept the assurances of my esteemed regards. Signed, Right Honorable Thomas Erietoni. Is High Chief around? Please, can you stand up for recognition? Honorable colleagues, the newest member of APC in the House. Congratulations, my brother. Again, honorable colleagues, another announcement. Again, I hope the leader of the opposition is listening. Another announcement. This announcement is coming from no one other than the oldest member of the Parliament of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The only member who has been in the House of Representatives unbroken, back to back, since 1999. And that person is no other than Honorable Mutu Nicholas Ebomo. And his message today to the House is on notice of defection from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress, APC. His message is as follows. I write to formally notify this Honorable House of my defection from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress, APC. Order, please. This is necessitated by the lingering and unresolved internal divisions within the national and zonal levels of the People's Democratic Party, PDP. This decision was arrived at after due consultation with my constituents, who believe that the All Progressive Congress, APC, will provide a better platform for the delivery of democratic dividends. I appreciate the People's Democratic Party for the privilege given to me over the years to serve the people of Bomadi, Patani Federal Constituency of Delta State. Accept the assurances of my highest esteem. Signed, Honorable Mutu Nicholas Ebomo. Honorable Mutu, can you stand up again for the second time? Being the oldest and the most young in the House, congratulations. Honorable colleagues, please, you have to bear with me today. The announcements are too many. I'm overwhelmed, but bear with me. I have another announcement coming from Honorable Okodiko Ajiregele Jonathan. And his message is on notice of defection. And his message reads as follows. Right Honorable Speaker and Honorable colleagues, I bring you warm felicitations and greetings from the hospitable people of the Isoko North and South Federal Constituency of Delta State, whom I have the singular privilege of representing in these hallowed chambers. Mr. Speaker and honorable colleagues, kindly permit me to draw your attention to the recurring political leadership crisis rocking and destroying the very existence of the People's Democratic Party, which sadly is perpetuated by personal and pervasive interest. It is obvious that the said crisis have completely eroded and destroyed the party structure and composure to its very roots, hence its existence seemingly represented only on papers. Consequently, the governor of Delta State, Right Honorable Sharif Oborevori, elected on the platform of the PDP, together with the national and state assembly members, including the elected council chairmen, councillors, party faithfuls, and members of all the count to the All Progressive Congress APC. This event took place on the 28th of April 2025. Honorable Speaker and honorable colleagues, arising from the above situation and after due consultation with my constituents, I formally and humbly write to notify this great house that I have officially decamped from People's Democratic Party PDP to the All Progressive Congress APC, having submitted my resignation letter to the world chairman of my former party PDP. Right Honorable Speaker, henceforth I wish to be recognized as a bona fide member of the APC, having been duly registered in my ward and issued a membership card. Mr. Speaker, I would be grateful if you direct the appropriate authorities of the House of Representatives to do the needful and effect the necessary changes. Kindly accept my warm regards and confidence in your unwavering representation. Yours in service. Signed, Rep. Ajiregele Jonathan Okodiko.
Is Honorable Jonathan on the floor? Honorable colleagues, our newest member of APC from PDP. Congratulations, my brother.
Should I continue or should I stop here? Should I go ahead?
Point of order.
Leader, should I continue?
Point of order, sir.
Honorable colleagues, I have another announcement. This time is coming from Honorable Nnamdi Ezechi, member representing Indoka Okwani Federal Constituency of Delta State. The subject matter of his announcement is notification of defection from the People's Democratic Party to the All Progressive Congress. And his message reads as follows. I write to formally inform you and this honorable house of my decision to resign my membership of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, and declare for the All Progressive Congress, APC, effective immediately. The primary reason for my defection is the high level of chronic crisis that has refused cure and internal divisions currently plaguing the PDP, which have adversely affected its ability to maintain cohesion and deliver effectively on its mandate. This unfortunate turn of events has left me with no choice but to seek a more stable political platform through which I can better serve the interests and aspirations of my constituents in Ndoka East, Ndoka West, and Okwani Federal Constituency of Delta State. Furthermore, I've been inspired by your exemplary leadership style and the inclusive manner in which you, Right Honorable Speaker, conduct the affairs of the House. Your dedication to national unity, good governance, and legislative excellence underpins my belief that the All Progressive Congress is the appropriate platform to further my legislative and constituency development agenda. I want to specifically thank His Excellency Right Honorable Sharif Francis Oboriwori, the Executive Governor of Delta State, His Deputy, His Excellency Sir Monde Oyeme, and immediate past Governor of Delta State, His Excellency Dr. Ifeanyi Ato Okowa, for their resilience and pragmatic steps taken in joining the renewed hope agenda mantra of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. May I respectfully request that you kindly bring this letter to the attention of the honorable members of this chamber and take all necessary steps to effect and reflect my new party affiliation in the House records. Thank you for your understanding. I look forward to continue to work with you and all colleagues in the House to pursue the common good of our beloved country. Mr. Speaker, I love you, and may God continually bless you beyond measures. Yours faithfully, signed, Right Honorable Nnamdi Ezechi, member representing Ndoka East, Ndoka West, and Okwani Federal Constituency of Delta State, Chairman, Nigeria South Korea Parliamentary Friendship Group. Honorable Ezechi, please can you rise for recognition? Honorable colleagues, before you is the newest member of APC of the House of Representatives. Congratulations, sir. Another announcement, but this time not on party change.
Point of order when you are done, Mr. Speaker.
You want to make a comment, so start with the first two. Make your comment on the first two announcements I've made before you make for the others.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My very respected honorable colleagues, I remain Ali Issa JC, the minority whip of the House and member representing Balanga Biliri Federal Constituency from Gombe State. Mr. Speaker, I still want to raise observation and remind us of Section 68, subsection 1G.
Are you telling us that the two members that have come to our party should go back?
We have two scenarios. The first scenario is the campaign from Labour Party to PDP, which is family affairs.
How did you make it from my family?
The other one,
They don't have the same registration.
the other one is from another party to another party. But Labour Party and PDP are families and we can reconcile ourselves in-house. But the other one, we have to declare their seat backers.
And thank you for this. Thank you, Mr. Leader. You have spoken well.
Mr. Speaker, I also received another hope this morning when my brother, Honorable Kumo, assured me that he himself and Deputy Speaker are working modalities to see how they can join us in PDP with PDP.
Now you do the surprise of the century. Or maybe you are talking on the reverse, Abi. The DS is trying to bring more to his party. Thank you very much. Thank you. Honorable colleagues, we have an announcement coming from one of our brothers, Honorable Dr. Mukhtar Umar Zakari, member representing Tarauni Federal Constituency of Kano State. His announcement reads as follows. I'm extremely pleased to inform the House on the conferment and turbaning ceremony of one of our colleagues, Honorable Abdulhakeem Kamilu Ado, member representing within Garko Federal Constituency of Kano State, the Ajian which is to be conferred by His Highness Alhaji Sarki Abdullah Ibrahim OFR, Makaman Kano and Hakim Udil. We are fully aware of the honorable members' time schedules and other national assignments competing for your time and attention. We hope you find no difficulty in sparing your precious time to grace this historic occasion. The House may wish to note that the conferment and turbaning ceremony is scheduled to hold as follows. Date Sunday, 11th May 2025. Time 10 a.m. Venue District Case Palace over Father within local government Kano State. While we continue to canvass for support and prayers, we look forward to receiving you at the occasion. Announcer Honorable Dr. Mukhtar Umar Zakari, member representing Tarauni Federal Constituency of Kano State. Congratulations, my brother. Please can you rise up for recognition? Honorable Kamilu. Congratulations on behalf of the House. Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, members. And that shows that we have one. We don't have two. This one will not be controversial, I mean. Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Delta Bunny? And your company is in Delta? That's the handshake. We can touch my handshake office. I can't have a quick one. I got some good cheap because I'm not going to I don't think you can do I think that's in my own. I don't think Honorable colleagues, the announcement I made earlier on the composition of the Conference Committee on the Tax Reform Bills is hereby stepped down. And the reason being that we need to wait for the Senate to pass their own side before we will now determine if there are areas of differences that will warrant the formation of this conference committee. So please take note of this announcement earlier made on the appointment is hereby stated. Please leave your seats. Order, please. It's okay like that. All this side. Honorable colleagues, still on announcements. This is to notify the House that today, being 6th of May 2025, Honorable Oluzuruke Manuchin, member representing Port Harcourt 1 Federal Constituency of River State, is observing his birthday. Is Honorable Manuchin around? Please can you rise for recognition? Honorable colleagues, can we please appreciate him? Honorable Speaker, Honorable Happy birthday on behalf of the House. Thank you very much, my Honorable Speaker. My right Honorable Speaker. And I'm sure honorable colleagues are also aware that one of our presiding officers also celebrated his birthday yesterday. So with your kind permission, we will now suspend our rules and rise up and to sing a song for those two members of our chamber, our deputy speaker who celebrated yesterday, Honorable Munachin that is celebrating today. Can we do that, please? Right about that, Mr. Speaker. Can we do that? Please rise up and sing for our deputy speaker. Can we raise up and please sing for our deputy speaker who attained the age of 54 yesterday? A golden age. Where is the choir master? Ishaka, Honorable Ishaka, lead us. With the kind permission, of Speaker. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you, our dears. Happy birthday to you. Order, please be seated. Order, please. It's behaving like APC. Everyone is confused. Yes, it's about that. Hello. Sorry, we have two more announcements. The next one is coming from the Lagos State.
Lagos State House of Assembly.
Office of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 3 Zone, Garki, Abuja. So it's not a message directly to us, but limited. And the message being conveyed by the Lagos State House of Assembly is in respect of adjustment to leadership of the House. The message reads as follows. I write to inform you that the House at its plenary session on Monday, representing as Speaker. Honorable Mrs. Miranda Mojisola member representing Apapa 1 as Deputy Speaker. Honorable Adewale T.A. member representing Ifako Ijaiwan Majority Leader. Honorable Mojib A.A. member representing Ibeju Leki 1 as the Chief Whip. Honorable Kasim A.A.R. member representing Ikeja 2 Deputy Majority Leader. Honorable Engineer David S.S. member representing Badagry 2 as Deputy Chief Whip. The above is communicated for your information and necessary action. Please accept my best regards and for your esteemed person and office.
On a sad note, we receive an announcement from the Minority Whip, and his message reads as follows. Mr. Speaker and my honorable colleagues, on a sad note, this is to announce the tragedy that occurred in Billiri town, where our Christian brothers were celebrating the occasion of Easter got overrun by a haulage truck, resulting in a number of casualties, which include 6 deaths, 4 from Billiri, 1 from Shangon, and 1 from Demsa, Adamawa State, and more than 30 people injured. Appeal to the House to observe a minute silence and request the federal government and relevant stakeholders to take necessary action to stop future occurrences. May their soul rest in peace. Signed, Honorable Ali Isa JC, Minority Whip. May the soul of the departed rest in peace. Any member with petition? Any member with petition? Unfortunately, our chairman, petition movers is in the United States representing this very important house. I don't know if there are others who will step in for him. Any petition? Okay. No for today. Okay. Thank you. Right. Switching off is not off. Please, is Honorable Peter Apanke. Honorable colleagues, Our first motion today is coming from
Honorable Engineer
Attorney Alhaji Ahmad,
Member representing Jere Federal Constituency of Oyo State. Please go ahead.
no matter for audience importance.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I remain Engineer Satoni Ahmed, representing Jere Federal Constituency of the State. Mr. Speaker, I rise under the 8
Is coming and going. We don't know what is really happening. Clerk, is there any assurance that we can be able to continue this plenary? No assurance. We'll get a seconder and see if we can be able to take the motions and then probably adjourn for tomorrow to allow the technical team to look into the issues affecting the sound system. Any seconder to the first leg of the motion? Honorable Maki.
Come and use this one. Come and use this one.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, my honorable colleagues. I'm Abubakar Maki Eleman. I'm from Jigawa State. I represent Maramuduru Kaugama Federal Constituency. I stand to second the first leg of the motion moved by my honorable colleagues, Engineer Satole. I so second. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Aye. Those against should say nay. That is it. Second leg of the motion, Honorable Leader.
Your mic.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Distinguished colleagues, my name is Eden Uino, member representing Ukanafun, Orowenan Federal Constituency of Akwa Ibom State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the motion as moved by my colleague, Honorable Satoni. I so second. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is it. Honorable Satoni, you have the floor.
It's automatic.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Come and use this one.
Switch it off.
No, it can't off. It's automatic.
Speaker has to. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My motion is on the recent fire incidents in the armory of Giwa Barracks and the escalating attacks on military formations in Borno and Yobe State. House note that the recent fire incident at the 127 Battalion of Giwa Barracks has expressed deep concern about the escalating attacks on military formations in Borno and Yobe State. We are agreeing that the Boko Haram has escalated the attacks on several military formations. That several soldiers and civilians were killed in the recent attack. There are several attacks by Boko Haram and the surrounding civilians and to prevent future occurrence. Conduct a thorough review of skills.
Order, please, order. Any seconder?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Miriam Odinaka Onoha. I represent Sisi Alambana, Onimo, Okiwe Federal Constituency. I am from Imo State. I rise this morning to second the motion as moved by my brother. I so second. Thank you, sir.
Put the question, let me allow one or two people if there are amendments or observations or comments. I start with Honorable Gadi.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable members. Yusuf Adamu Gadi, I represent Panshinkanke Kanam Federal Constituency. I'm from Plateau State. Mr. Speaker, we will only understand the heaviness of the content of this motion if we are privileged to see the picture of what Boko Haram did to Giwa barracks and other attacks within military formations in Borno State. Mr. Speaker, the pictures I saw, I'm scared. I am scared whether the safety of the Nigerian civilians within the Nigerian territorial land can be guaranteed. Mr. Speaker, we budgeted for money, arms and ammunitions, tanks numbering more than 40, including other platforms that belongs to the Nigerian military that is aimed at safeguarding our people have been taken away worth trillions of naira by Boko Haram. How can we guarantee the safety of the Nigerian people in the circumstance that the platform that are meant to protect these people have been taken away by the enemies of the people? Mr. Speaker, we have been doing our best under your leadership. The National Assembly have been speaking on issues of insecurity. But Mr. Speaker, actions by departments of government must be taken. Mr. President must hold Nigerian military strategic commandants and other head of security agencies accountable for negligence of their responsibility. In as much as we appreciate, Mr. Speaker, the security agencies for putting their life at the front line to protect Nigerians, to make sure Nigerians sleep, we must hold somebody accountable that taxpayers' money used to buy guns, used to buy other platforms for Nigerian military to fight, will be compromised and be donated like a form of free of charge to the enemies of this country. Mr. Speaker, this is unacceptable. I want to say again and again, Nigerians are being killed on daily basis from the north to the south, to the west, to the east, and we are here for Nigerians. Mr. Speaker, government must do the needful. The everyday resolution that we pass is not enough. Mr. Speaker, if it means facing agencies of government as a National Assembly to ensure that publicly we bring them to account for their responsibility and to account for their negligence of responsibility, we have to do that. Mr. Speaker, I will send you intelligence of the picture of the arms and ammunitions, of the platforms that have been taken away by Boko Haram in Maiduguri. And when the leaders, when the governor is crying, other representatives of government are forced to issue statement undermining the supremacy of the chief security officer of the state, who knows what is happening in his state, who is crying, and someone within the comfort of his zone will say that the governor is raising an unnecessary alarm, whereas Nigerians are killing. This is unacceptable. Mr. Speaker, we must stand up and find a way of bringing this issue of insecurity to order. Otherwise, you and I is your slave. No matter how Nigeria respect us, we are moving to a level that Nigerians will fight us the way they fight criminals and the way they fight Boko Haram. Until the right thing is done by us here, until we speak for the Nigerian people, until we draw line, until we tell government what we are supposed to tell government, and until government respond by action, not by media statement or press statement. Do not hope, Mr. Speaker, that any member of the National Assembly is safe to move, not by bandit, not by Boko Haram, by the people that elected you and I. Time will come, if action is not taken, that Nigerians will take their destinies in their own hands. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me the opportunity to speak.
Thank you, Honorable Chairman. I will take one more just from Dr. Zainab, and then we put the question, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Ameja Ababa is my name.
I am noticing that Dr. Zainab will allow you to speak. We only take one more. And I think since you are from the north, let's allow you the person. Doctor, but you are in the same state, and I'm sure you are going to speak on the same subject matter. Go ahead.
I represent the extremely displaced and highly victimized constituency of Chibok, Damboa, and Goza. Mr. Speaker, honorable members on record, including the 82 not yet recovered Chibok girls. Mr. Speaker, I'm talking as a victim of the recent resurgence of an insurgence of Boko Haram. I was in my constituency on Saturday to sympathize, to condole with the people that lost their lives as a result of this sporadic, uninterrupted attacks in my constituency. In Pulka constituency, part of my constituency, 10 peasant farmers who went out to scavenge for what we call firewood. Peasant farmers were slaughtered by Boko Haram members, and 5 are still at large, and 3 are critically ill in the hospital. In Chibok, 14 peasant farmers were attacked in their community. In less than a blink of an eye, they reduced 14 people to 9. New motorcycles, new AK-47s to kill people while they are running for their own lives. In Isge, I lost 2 military men, a captain and a senior officer, as a result of Boko Haram insurgents. In Cameroon, I lost 2 men and 1 military officer as a result of Boko Haram insurgents. In Wajiroko, I lost so many constituents. We lost so many constituents because Boko Haram is using armed drones. Let it be on record. They are using armed drones, weaponized drones, which the Nigerian army is not using. In other words, they are more sophisticated and advanced than the Nigerian army. Lastly, I lost people in Wajiroko. We lost people in Wajiroko.
as a result of Boko Haram insurgents. This is the few I can give you, just a tip of an iceberg as far as my constituency is concerned. I observe one thing. Boko Haram is fast coming back, worse than what we had in the past. Take it or leave it. Boko Haram, ISWAP, or whatever name you call them, they are coming back. Let us do something serious in order not to go back to our days when 22 local governments out of 27 local governments of Borno were occupied by Boko Haram. Secondly, Mr. Speaker, members, we should be complacent. Rome used to be the greatest empire of the world, but it was destroyed by the complacency of the Romans because of their inability to take things serious, to deal with their enemies. So as I'm speaking to you, personnel, there are no Nigerian army personnel. They don't have enough personnel to face these boys. That is the truth. They are committed. They are very strong in their own stand, but unfortunately they don't have enough personnel and equipment to face the Boko Haram. I have seen it. Nobody reported it to me because I went to my constituency on Saturday and came back on Sunday. So, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we shouldn't be complacent with this. I align with Honorable Gaddi by saying that we should do our own needful by doing the proper oversight of money expended, because between 2015 to 2019, Nigerian government spent 19.something trillion naira on security issues. I have the record with me. So we shouldn't be complacent. Mr. Speaker, let me raise my voice here. My sister who lost 29 people as a result of insurgency, she may have something to say. And other honorable members, I thank you very much for listening, and we should rescue our country, Nigeria. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Dr. Zainab. Amendment. Dr. Zainab, let's finish your contribution, please.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I am Honorable Dr. Zainab Jimba. I represent Bama Galakala Belge. Mr. Speaker, I'm from the North State. Mr. Speaker, thank you for the opportunity to contribute to this all very important issue that is on the floor of the House. Mr. Speaker, in my contribution to what Honorable Satomi Ahmed has presented as a motion on the fire outbreak in Giwa Barracks. First and foremost, Mr. Speaker, the issue of the fire outbreak in Giwa Barracks is contradicting. Some quarters were saying that
Salvema Motuta, can you sit down, please?
it's as a result
Salvema Motuta.
Boko Haram attack.
Salvema Motuta, can you sit down, please?
We are giving the impression that a fire outbreak came as a result of either a fire surge or whatever within the barracks. Because on that particular day, there hasn't been any Boko Haram attack in Maiduguri. And Mr. Speaker, from March to this time, in my own constituency, Mr. Speaker, in Wulgo, there has been a Boko Haram attack on military formation of the Multinational Joint Task Force where more than 20 soldiers were killed. And Mr. Speaker, it will interest you to know that I visited that formation and the commander told me that out of about nearly 100 soldiers in that formation, we have only 6 Nigerian soldiers. And it is a multinational joint task force where we expect to have, if not equal number, at least substantive number of Nigerian military men in that formation. And again, Mr. Speaker, the commanding officer of that formation revealed and confessed that it wasn't the first or the second time that formation has been attacked, but on that very day, that was on the 24th of March 2025, that attack was unprecedented, because as rightly mentioned by my brother Honorable Jaha, the insurgents came to that formation, attacked the formation with drones, and he told me, he confessed that even within the Boko Haram insurgents that came, there has been several white men within them. He says so. And that means there is foreign influence in that area. And Mr. Speaker, another issue of concern for this House is that with the exit of Niger, Burkina Faso and Mali from ECOWAS, it has also posed a lot of threat, especially at the borders of Malampatari and other borders bordering Niger and Nigeria. Because if there is no synergy, this insurgency will pose several threats to the country, not only to Borno State. Mr. Speaker, I would also like to bring to the notice of this House that military should look at how they are going to strategize their modules in fighting Boko Haram, and especially the existence of military formations within towns and cities. For instance, Dua Barak is located right in the heart of Maiduguri, and on the day of that incident, it has caused a lot of panic, and before even the citizens or people living within Maiduguri, for them to understand that this is what is happening, it took some people leaving their homes, running out of Maiduguri, and it is just more chaotic than even the fire itself. And it would have even generated, if not for the swift action taken, it would have even generated in burning some part of Maiduguri. So these military formations, Mr. Speaker, with the intervention of this House in Maiduguri and in other places, should stay outside of the cities and towns, because they are there to protect the cities and not to stay within. And if you go and see the roadblocks they are mounting, causing accidents, especially if you go to the NAF headquarters you see in Maiduguri, it has killed more people on that road more than Boko Haram has done in that community. So, Mr. Speaker, I wish that these things should be looked at. And again, Mr. Speaker, on the 28th of April, just this month, in Kalabalge, there was a bridge that was constructed by the community. Boko Haram mounted EID explosive there, and it killed over 30 people in that community, Mr. Speaker. This is heartbreaking, it's disheartening, and Mr. Speaker, it's a point of concern that if this wave of attacks, the EID bombs, the attacks on military formation and in communities are not taken with seriousness by the Nigerian ministry. And if you look at it, Mr. Speaker, I want to add that, as mentioned by other speakers, we don't have enough personnel in these communities. If you go to Kalabalge, we have handful of them. It is the civilian JTF and the hunters and the rest that are complementing the airport. Same thing in Gamborungala, same thing in Bama. Military formation in Bulawabe in Bama has been attacked. Their ammunition has been cutted away with. Mr. Speaker, this is also a point of, there is a point of investigation in all this. Mr. Speaker, I may talk, but because for the paucity of time, I will come with another motion for you to understand the situation we are in Borno State. Mr. Speaker, these things should not be politicized. Our lives should not be politicized. Mr. Speaker, it has to be taken serious. This House is the last resort, Mr. Speaker, our community has, and we are coming in here for you to understand that we need the intervention of the National Assembly. Yes, Mr. Speaker, this is the last plea I'm going to make for you, Mr. Speaker, as the leader, for you to see that these communities are protected, are safe from all these harms. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Dr. Yodesa. Please, I will give the floor to you, please. No, I have seen you. What operations are? Please, I will give you the opportunity to talk. There is no any need for any point of correction. You can say your own version. Doctor, thank you for the passion you have shown. However, I've been advised that any time you are saying my constituency, you need to be categorical, because I was told that you have 2 constituencies. So please, when you are talking, you have to say which of the constituencies you are talking about. Thank you. Honorable Shatima, you have the floor.
Mr. Speaker, sir, honorable colleagues, I am Lawan Shatima Ali, representing Brusari Gairu Municipal Constituency. I'm from Yobe State. Mr. Speaker, sir, my point of correction firstly is the issue of the misperceived attack, explanation versus the attack happened in Yobe on Saturday 2nd up to Sunday 3rd of May, within the weekend that passed. Mr. Speaker, sir, the gruesome pictures trending on the social media is that of the attack on the military base in Bunigali in Yobe State, where Boko Haram attacked the military base, killing our military soldiers, burning all the armored cars and other weapons in that formation. And up to the point I'm talking, Mr. Speaker, sir, I have already posted on the platform of the 10th chamber. You can go through those pictures, Your Excellency. We need to have time for these security issues. It's not something we can be discussing this plenary to get solution to the problem, the plights our people are. Both the military themselves, they have lost a lot of men on the battlefield. And as said by Honorable Dr. Gimba, there are foreign influence, whether we like it or not, there are foreign influence. Because whenever fight occurs, you see a lot of weapons which they have superpower upon our military. What is happening? There are a lot of things to be discussed. So this issue of security is not something we can just discuss here and then go away. We need to have a very drastic and aggressive measure, Mr. Speaker. That's my advice, sir. We need to take action, not talking on the on this issue and then leave it as they are. We have very serious issues, particularly the Northeast. The Boko Harams are coming back with full force. So the government has to do something. My heart really bleeds when people are talking of 2027 politics. If there is no peace, there's no way you can play your politics. We need to save our people first. So that's the issue, Mr. Speaker, sir. So secondly, as part of the prayers, I'm suggesting, Mr. Speaker, the Committee on Army, the Committee on Security and Intelligence should come together, even with the police, for them to send a very high delegation to commiserate with the with military personnel, military formation in Yobe, because if you see those pictures, we don't have any cause to sit down here to discuss this issue. We need to take it up with the presidency as well. So, Mr. Speaker, we need to do something serious on these issues. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Honorable Shatima. I don't want us to so many motions. The balance, but please be very brief. I recognize you because I know you are also from a very, very precarious state.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Kabiru Ahmed Iwebale is my name. I represent the entire people of the South Afi, very constituency, Mr. Speaker, and from Zamfara State. Mr. Speaker, thank you for the opportunity given to me. Mr. Speaker, I will be very brief. I just first of all want to concur with all the previous speakers, Mr. Speaker. But Mr. Speaker, I have a different opinion and thinking about this matter of insecurity. Mr. Speaker, motions and debates, I tend to realize, can no longer solve the problem of insecurity we have in this country, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Zamfara State. Precisely, I represent Gusau's IP, Mr. Speaker. Gusau is the headquarters of Zamfara State, Mr. Speaker, whilst IP is the second largest local government of the state, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this year alone, I have several motions of insecurity. Majority of my motions of this year is about insecurity. But the killings that are taking place in my constituency, Mr. Speaker, nothing has been done. And the pressure is mounted day by day. Our people are being killed day by day, Mr. Speaker. Therefore, Mr. Speaker, I want this honorable House to come with another idea to be clear with our people. Mr. Speaker, we have to think how to create a law that will allow our people to protect themselves, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we just need this thing. Because, like what Jah has said, Mr. Speaker, our security personnel are inadequate, Mr. Speaker. They don't know the terrain of our communities, Mr. Speaker. They are trying their best, but the problem, Mr. Speaker, they are inadequate and they don't know the terrain of our communities. Mr. Speaker, let this honorable House think a law that will allow our people to protect themselves from this menace, Mr. Speaker. This is my thinking and this is my own opinion, Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, I remain Babajimi Benson, representing the very good people of the Ikorodu Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, firstly, I'd like to commiserate with Mr. President. I'd like to commiserate with the Governor of Borno State and Yobe State. I'd like to commiserate with my honorable colleagues, Honorable Jaha, Honorable Gimba, and Honorable Kauje, Honorable Satome. It's indeed a very sad day for Nigeria. Mr. Speaker, I stand here with all sense of responsibility and humility to say that the presidency has expended so much money, so much resources on the Nigerian military without commensurate results. Mr. Speaker, I also say with all sense of responsibility that Mr. President has on many times, many occasions, put the creation of state police on the front burner. Mr. Speaker, I will also stand to say with no equivocation that Mr. President has put up the autonomy of local government on the front burner. Mr. Speaker, all these have not been achieved. There are laudable projects by the presidency. However, Mr. Speaker, I would also like to amend the motion brought by Honorable Satome to invite the NSA, the CDS, and the top military echelon for an executive session whereby pertinent...
I don't think that is necessary because what you request based on the prayer is for a committee, a joint committee, joint committees of army, defense, and what have you. It is within your purview to determine what.
Okay, I wasn't privileged to see the content of his motion, sir.
So I don't think if that amendment is necessary because you will have the power to summon
Okay, I withdraw the amendment, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. So I rest my case on what I've said earlier, sir. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I think, honorable colleagues, because we have so many others and whatever others will say will just be a mere repetition. So with your kind permission, we put the question. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. This motion is referred to the Committees on Defense, Navy, Air Force, Army, National Security for further legislative action. The next motion is coming from Right Honorable Ali Usani Madaki. He has a motion that he deems urgent for your attention. Honorable Madaki.
Mr. Speaker, my highly respected colleagues, my name is Ali Usani Madaki, and I represent the Alafere constituency of Kano State. Mr. Speaker, with your kind permission, I want to come under Order 8, Rule 5, matters of urgent public importance. And the issue I want to
please can you sit down?
before the attention of this honorable house is a very sad incident.
We want to see you sitting down where you are.
It's a very sad incident that happens on the 27th of March 2025, where innocent Nigerians traveling from Rivers State to Kano were stopped somewhere in Oromi in Edo State, and 16 of them were summarily killed or executed and burnt alive. And pictures were everywhere on social media, and I believe these are very important issue. So I'm therefore appealing that we suspend all the relevant rules so that I may take this motion now. I so salute Mr. Speaker.
Any seconder to the first leg? Seconder to the first leg of the motion, Honorable Kumo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Usman Bello Kumo, my name member representing the Federal Constituency from Gombe State, I rise to second the motion ably moved by Honorable Ali Madaki. I so second.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Second leg of the motion. Second leg. Honorable Hussein Jalo.
Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues, I'm Hussein Mohammed Jalo, representing the Federal Constituency of Kaduna State. I hereby second the motion heavily moved by my colleague. I so second. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable Ali Madaki, please be brief.
Mr. Speaker, my highly respected colleagues, motion of urgent public importance. Brutal killings of hunters from Kano State by members of vigilante group in Oroni, Esan, Northeast local government of Edo State. Moved by Honorable Ali Usani Madaki and Honorable Kabir Al-Hassan Ruru. The House, aware that Section 41(1) of the 1999 Constitution as amended guarantees the right of every Nigerian to move freely, reside and engage in lawful economic activities in any part of the country without fear of molestation or discrimination. Note with concern the tragic and brutal killings of innocent hunters from Kano, particularly from Reno, Bunkure, Kibia Federal Constituency, traveling from Rivers to Kano for its celebration, and had their vehicle intercepted by vigilante group and armed youth at Uromi in Esan, Northeast local government.
Please appear the chair.
Of Edo State. Also note that 16 people were killed and 2 injured who were said to be engaged in hunting activity, which is recognized as traditional and cultural practices in many parts of Nigeria, usually conducted with the understanding of the host communities. Further note that these individuals were wrongly accused without any investigation or evidence of being bandits or kidnappers and were summarily executed in a manner that amount to extrajudicial killings and a gross violation of the fundamental human right under the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 as amended. Disturbed that this horrific incident, which occurs on Thursday, March 27, 2025, has generated widespread public outcry and tension between northern and southern communities, thereby posing a threat to national peace, unity, and security. Concerned that the apparent lack of immediate and decisive response from the law enforcement agencies may embolden perpetrators of such acts and encourage further violence based on ethnic profiling. Worried that if not urgently addressed, this incident may trigger reprisal attacks and fuel deep-seated ethnic mistrust that undermine national integration and security. Resolve to condemn in the strongest term the barbaric killings of innocent hunters from Kano in Oromi, Edo State. Urge the Inspector General of Police and the Director General of the Department of State Services to immediately launch a full-scale investigation into the incident, identify and apprehend the perpetrators, and ensure they are brought to justice. Commend the Executive Governor of Edo State for his proactive measures, including visiting the Kano State Governor to sympathize with the government and people of Kano State, which has helped in dosing tension. Mandate the Committee on Police Affairs and the House Committee on National Security and Intelligence to investigate the matter and report back to the House within 2 weeks. Urge the Edo State government to pay full compensation for all the life lost. Observe a minute silence in honor of the innocent victims whose lives were unjustly cut short. I so salute, Mr. Speaker.
Any secondum? Barrister.
Mr. Speaker, I'm Honorable Sarawi Yusuf, representing the good people of Senator Take Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, I'm from Kano State. I rise today to support this motion of urgent public importance being moved by my leader, Honorable Ali Sambanda Kingine. I so second.
Those in support of this motion to say aye. Those against to say nay. Those have it. This motion is referred to the committees on police affairs and national security and intelligence for further legislative action. Shall we rise for a minute silence, please?
May their soul rest in peace.
Honorable colleagues, the next motion is coming from Honorable Blessing Onu. If Honorable Blessing is around, please can you rise and move your motion?
Mr. Speaker. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I hope you are well rested. You look very vibrant after the holiday. Honorable colleagues, my name is Blessing Onyeche Onu, and I represent the good people of Otukpo Olumifeya constituency. I am from Benue State. I rise this afternoon to move a motion of urgent public importance, and I rise under Order 824 that the House set aside its relevant rule to immediately move this motion of urgent public importance on the lead to address the deteriorating security situation in Otukpo local government area of Benue State. I so move.
Any seconder? Honorable Fatima Talba.
I don't vote.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'm sorry I'm not on my seat because...
Don't worry.
Thank you, sir. My name is Honorable Fatima Talba. I'm representing the people of Nigeria Repetition. I'm from Yobe State. I rise to support the motion ably moved by my sister.
You know why I decided? Because Honorable Jimmy cautioned that any woman who sits in any seat given to her that is not allocated, we should just allow it to pass for obvious reasons.
Thank you, sir.
So those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That's it. Second leg, it will be a female affair. Honorable Miriam.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Gender-friendly speaker. My name is Honorable Miriam Odinaka Onoha. I represent Isi Alambano, Onimo, Okibe Federal Constituency. I'm from Imo State. I rise to the second leg of the motion that we do allow Honorable Blessing to take her motion as that of urgent public importance. I so second. Thank you, Your Excellency.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. There is it. Honorable Blessing, go ahead.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Before I leave my motion, let me first of all sympathize with the states that are affected from security. Unfortunately, we are going through the same thing in Benue State as well. The House notes that the ancient town of Otukpo, a commercial hub in Benue South, connects the states with the eastern parts of the country. Therefore, it plays host not just to the people of Benue South, but to Nigerians from all walks of life, irrespective of tribe, religion, and ethnicity. Also note that the once peaceful town known for its hospitality had in recent years witnessed atrocious killings of armed elders. Communities affected include, but not limited to, Asatu, Akpa Otobi, Adoka, Okpamaju, and Enichi. This horrific act has left several persons dead, including a retired senior custom officer, and thousands are currently displaced, living in IDP camps. Worried that the people of Otukpo and its environs, who are largely farmers, can no longer access their farms and grow crops anymore, thus threatening food production and food sufficiency. The House resolved to 1. Condemn in strong terms the gruesome killings and destruction of properties in Otukpo community. 2. Call on the National Security Advisor and the service chiefs to ensure maximum deployment of security personnel to the troubled areas such as Asatu, Akpa Otobi, Okpamaju, Adoka, Ubeju, and Ilichi to ensure complete restoration of peace and order. 3. Ensure that the perpetrators are arrested and brought to justice. 4. Call on the Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and National Emergency Management Agency to urgently provide relief materials to those affected by the attacks. 5. That a high-powered delegation of this House be sent to commiserate with the people of Otukpo who are still mourning the death of their loved ones. 6. The House observe a 1-minute silence in honor of those who lost their lives. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker, for the opportunity.
Any Any seconder? Any seconder? Hi, Chief.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, Your Excellency of the 10th National Assembly. I salute you, my colleagues. My name is Honorable High Chief Kenneth Moore Chukwugozie. I am from Imo State, Nigeria, and I represent the great and awesome people of Olo, Osun, and Oru East Federal Constituency. I rise to second the motion heavily moved by my colleague. I so second. Thank you.
Before we put the question, let me yield the floor to the minority to make an observation. Honorable Papa, can I see you, please?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My honorable colleague, just like my sister said, the gender-friendly speaker and other distinguished personalities who are in the chambers. Mr. Speaker, I am from Balanga Billiri Federal Constituency. Today, since morning, we have been discussing a very important and serious issues. These issues concern the security of all of us, the security of Nigerians. All the motions we have taken most of the days, both the emergency or urgent public importance and the normal motions, always raise a serious concern about the situation we are facing in the country. Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues, Section 14, subsection 2 clearly stated that the primary function of any government, the primary function of the present government is to provide security and also provide welfare to all Nigerians. Let me use the medium to appeal to the government, to appeal to the president, to take serious actions on securities, to take serious actions on welfare of Nigerians, to concentrate more on security and welfare of Nigerians, more than his concentrations on politicking. Mr. Speaker, I rise to appeal that let the government do the right thing and ensure that Nigerians are protected. I believe if it was PDP government, we have done better. Thank you.
Why are you laughing at BNT? And somebody say something that appealed to you?
Thank you very much, sir.
Because you are not looking like this when I was announcing the defection of PDP to APC, but now I could see you looking sober and excited.
Thank you very much.
Permission? I will be patiently waiting.
Thank you very much, my very wonderful speaker. I wasn't listening to the minority whip. I wasn't listening to him.
Well, it was something is that
probably I was communicating something to you and you didn't get
in a telepathic manner.
So I would walk up to you so that we can get that.
No problem.
Thank you very much, Mr.
You are welcome. I think we have taken the seconder already, right? Okay. Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is have it. This motion is referred to the Committee on Humanitarian Affairs and National Security for further legislative action. The leader of the House, please can you move for the House to suspend these rules to take 1 or 2 more additional motions. And before then, I remember there is also request for a minute silence. So let's take the minute silence before you move. Honorable colleagues, please shall we rise? May the soul of the departed rest in peace. Leader, over to you.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable colleagues, Abdullah Ibrahim Malia is my name. I'm from Kogi State, and I represent the wonderful people of Ampa, Maryland, and Federal constituency. I hereby move that the House suspends its relevant rules to enable more of motions of urgent public importance be taken. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The leader of minority, please can you second?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My honorable colleague, I rise to second a motion moved by my very own leader, Honorable Halims. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion to say aye. Those against to say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable colleagues, we have a motion coming from Honorable Donald Ojogo. If Honorable Ojogo is around, please can you rise and move your motion? Mr. You are around, Mr. Speaker. Please go ahead. Mr. Speaker, the motion we are calling is also in line with the first movement that was taken. So with regards to security and the attack on military formations in the northeast and the northwest. And I believe strongly, and that is the belief of the House. And if it is carried, I would like to step down because it is in line with what we have just debated robustly. So I will beg you to, Mr. Speaker, step this down. Thank you. This motion is stepped down by the leader of the House. The last but not the least is a motion coming from Honorable Badao. If Honorable Badao is ready, please can you rise and move the motion?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My honorable colleague, I remember Ahmed Yusuf, and I represent Shaman of the Federal Constituency. Mr. Speaker, honorable colleague, I'm from Kano State. Mr. Speaker, I stand to move a motion of urgent public importance on need for the government to provide urgent security intervention for the Shaman of the Federal Constituency of Kano State under the suspension of Rule 8 Order 4. Thank you. I so move.
Any seconder to the first league? Honorable Makaman.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My honorable colleagues, my name is Honorable Kabiru Makaman. I represent Alkaliki Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker, and from Bauchi State. I rise to second the motion with my honorable colleagues. I so second, Mr. Speaker. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion to say aye. Those against to say no. Those have it. Honorable Amos, maintain your distance. Please.
And behave yourself.
Any seconder to the second leg of the motion? Yes, Honorable.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, respected colleagues. David Idris is my name. I represent the good people of Ida, Federal Constituency, the center of the Gala Kingdom, and from Kogi State. Mr. Speaker, I rise to second the second leg of the motion moved by my colleagues. Mr. Speaker, I so second. Thank you.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. Guys have it. Everybody, you have the floor.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleague. Mention of urgent public importance on the need for the government to provide urgent security intervention for the people of Shaman of the constituency. The House note that on the 17th April 2025 at about 8 p.m. in the evening, a gang of armed bandits attacked the busy market of Shparulia town in Shamana local government area of Kano State. Worried, this attack led to the deaths of 2 people and 6 people were
sustained injuries. One person was also kidnapped. Concern. Similar attack is operation occur in 26 April 2025 at about 2 p.m. midnight. But the bandit was intercepted by the people of Shannon town where the incident happened and no life was lost. Also, another incident was happened on the second day of May 2025 at about 10 a.m. Another at the Papa village and Shalini in Shannon constituency. One person was kidnapped, 7 motorcycles was stolen, and handsets was also stolen. No life was also lost. Furthermore, that in the recent time, there has been a situation of arrest across the affected area of Shannon constituency of Kano State without government intervention. Many lives will be lost and banditry activities will increase in the area. Resolve, urge the Inspector General of Police and the head of security, all head of security agencies to come with a tactical operational force which will stop the occurrence of a voluntary occurrence in the area. Mandate the House Committee on Police and Defense to investigate the occurrence of that incident and report back to the House within 4 weeks for legislative action, and urge the House Committee, House to have 1 minute silence in respect of the deceased. To mandate the House Committee on Legislative Compliance to ensure compliance. I so move, Mr. Speaker, honorable colleagues. Thank you.
Any seconder to this motion? Any seconder? Yes, Honorable Majigiri.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. My dear respected honorable colleagues, my name is Salis Yusuf Majigiri. I represent Mashidusi Federal Constituency, Mr. Speaker, I'm from Katsina State. I rise to second the motion, probably moved by Honorable Badao, member representing Shannon Bagay, from Kano State, on security issue that bordered on its constituency. I so second, Mr. Speaker.
Those in support of this motion should say aye. Those against should say nay. That is how it. This motion is referred to the Committees on Defense and Police Affairs for further legislative action. Honorable colleagues, shall we rise for a minute silence, please?
May the soul of the departed rest in peace.
Honorable colleagues, the first business of the day is presentation of 20 bills. I now invite the clerk to read the show titles.
Right Honorable Speaker, honorable members, Nigerian Educational Research and Development Council Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Counterfeit and fake drugs and unwholesome processed foods and drinks miscellaneous provision Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 Alteration Bill 2025, first reading. National Biotechnology Research Institute Kaduna State Bill 2025, first reading. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1999 Alteration Bill 2025, first reading.
National Assembly Service Pension Board Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1996 Alteration Bill 2025, first reading. Chartered Institute of Business Psychology of Nigeria Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. Federal University of Allied Health Sciences, BICHI, Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. National Metallurgical Training Institute, APOMI, Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. Institute of Vocational and Technical Studies, ANIOCHA, Delta State, Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1996 Alteration Bill 2025, first reading. Federal Universities of Technology Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria 1996 Alteration Bill 2025, first reading. Administration of Criminal Justice Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. Nigerian Youth Trust Fund Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. Institute of Chartered Applied Information Management Professionals of Nigeria Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. National Granite Production Processing and Research Institute, Kankia, Katsina State, Establishment Bill 2025, first reading. Bank Employees ETC Declaration of Asset Acts Amendment Bill 2025, first reading. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency Act Amendment Bill 2025, first reading.
Honorable leaders, please can you sit well? Please. Sit very well, please. Honorable colleagues, because of the technical problems we are encountering with the sound system, we want to implore you to please forgive us. We will be able to continue with this plenary. We'll move on orders from the first to the last to the next legislative dates. Please, if the leader of the House can move for the suspension of all the items on the order paper to tomorrow, Wednesday. Thank you. Thank you, Your Excellency, the Right Honourable Speaker, distinguished honourable colleagues. I hereby move that the House do adjourn sitting till tomorrow, same time, same venue. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you. Please, before I call on the leader of the minority to second, there is an information I want to announce, and that is in respect of appointment of some committees. The South-South Development Committee will now be chaired by Honorable Julius Pondi. Honorable Mike Etaba, who is chairing Committee on Public Petitions, will now move to Committee on Environment, while Honorable Billy Osaworo will take over the chairmanship of Committee on Public Petition. Thank you very much. The minority leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, my honorable colleagues. I rise to second a motion moved by the leader that the House do adjourn to tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Thank you.
In support of this motion, to say aye. Those against, to say nay. That is have it. House has adjourned to tomorrow, Wednesday, 11 a.m. Thank you.